This week also, there were massive protests in front of the Barclays Center for the Nets home opener, and they claim it was for Kyrie Irving, them not letting Kyrie play, and they were saying let Kyrie in, and they were rushing. It looked like the videos I saw looked like January 6th all over again. Like they were storming the Capitol. They were trying to bum rush, Barclays, and Barclays. They were fighting people back. They were protesting in the streets. And not saying that they obviously don't support his cause, but it just seems like, they have their own agenda.
Yeah.
And they just kind of want to use Kyrie as a reason to do so. You know what I mean?
Now, that's the immediate vibe I got. Under the name of Kyrie Irving, they're causing havoc.
Yeah.
Now, how does that look on Kyrie?
And remember, from his live, he said, I don't want to be used as a political...
Exactly. He said, this ain't about politics.
Pawn.
And I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Right.
I want to represent and be a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
And for you to come out and use... Listen, there are a lot of these organizations that are run by the government, as you know.
But so prime example, right? If the situation was different, we were talking about something else. Kyrie didn't want to play, let's say, for George Floyd. Those same white people that were out protesting for him would hate him.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's all a political game, and we are always the ones being used as the pawns in the middle for Republicans and Democrats to fight, seemingly fight, even though they go to lunch and dinner parties together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we always are the ones with the high blood pressure because we're getting caught up arguing online with people, arguing with family members in our house.
Absolutely.
And these people don't care. Joe Biden had a press conference today where he was talking about, the numbers and mandates, coughed in his hand, and then went and shook somebody else's hand. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a game, bro.
It's one big game, and before the cameras come on, they all chucking and jiving, and as soon as the camera, they say 2 minutes, they all put their mask on and stand out in front of the people. It's one big joke. And I always told Malcom, follow the money.
Yeah.
So follow the money don't always mean follow to see who's benefiting from this fake chaos. Follow the money means look at the rich people. If the rich people are not panicking, then what do they know that you don't know?
Yeah.
Because the minute rich people start panicking, it's ball game.
Right.
Because now it's nothing that separates them and you, right? But obviously there's something that does, because they like this, while we, the middle, lower class people, are down here fighting over nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And remember, this whole opposition thing, this could turn into another George Soros situation. Mm-hmm. Based on Kyrie's name.
Yeah.
They martyr these individuals like George Floyd.
He got a statue.
And what's her name?
Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, Breonna Taylor and all that shit. Y'all can fall for that shit all y'all want.
Yeah.
Right? So they martyring these individuals. Kyrie could be next. Under the guise of fighting for something, because I believe in fighting for a cause, but when the agenda is multi-layered, you better watch it. And even segueing off that, the NYPD,
yes,
the largest police union in the United States, along with EMT and I believe firefighters were all out there today protesting the mandate.
Yes, they have until Friday morning.
Friday morning to get the candy, at least the first piece of candy, and if not...
So I think the numbers are like 40% of the police don't have it, 50% of the paramedics don't have it, and like 30% of, and I might have one of those numbers confused, but like 30% of the fire department don't have it. And that equates up to thousands of workers who could be out of the job or put on unpaid leave. So I'd like to see it.
This is a bigger fight than you think it is.
Yeah, I'd like to see
because of the power of the NYPD union.
Yeah.
And the firefighters. And if you begin to fire the very line of defense that protects you from us, then you're launching us into chaos. And I'm gonna say it again, we'll need Batman.
Yeah.
Just think about, you heard the purge horns blowing
Oh yeah.
during
Yeah.
last summer.
Mm-hmm.
It was dudes breaking in the jewelry store. Like, this was a movie.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there's no police around? What? Because we feel the only thing stopping us from getting rich, I'm talking about low vibration people in the hood who just struggling, is the police. Remove the police, remove the firefighters, and the firefighters don't get enough racist credit. These are some racist people as well.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
You know, we always think about the police department. If I don't like niggas and I'm a firefighter, that shit gonna burn, fam. I mean, I'll run in there to, make it look good, but I'm not giving up my life for Negroes. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
We don't give them enough racist credit.
We don't give them enough racist credit.
Yeah.
That'd be like 1 or 2 black firefighters in the fire department. I was making a song back in the days called Red Engines Full of Rednecks. And, just one of my joints that was going to come out. I was on my PE sheet, Red Engines Full of Rednecks. Because I didn't think, enough was pointed at them.
Yeah, which is true. That's actually a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's actually
and then I've even heard people say, which we forget, look about all the nurses, doctors, HR departments. Racism is a system. And we are geared and, to look just toward the police because those are the ones who are...
They have guns.
They have guns, but every single department, all the way up, there's racism. You know what I mean? And they work in a collective, and we lose, but we just focus on the police.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that this has happened, especially in New York, because the mayor has only a few months left in office, and he keeps trying to burn the building down on the way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got paid already.
Yeah, so he just
I believe Pfizer paid him.
Allegedly.
And he know his 8 years is up. He's done nothing. He's the most insignificant mayor I've ever seen in New York City, and I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Except for this last year and a half where he's eating French fries,
donuts. And for the people who are not in New York City, it's literally just a city. If you go up the block, if you go to Yonkers, if you go to Jersey, if you go to Westchester, it is literally whatever out there. I went to dinner and nobody had a mask on.
Yeah.
Nobody looked at me funny. Everybody was just out there chilling. And I was just like, yo, we look like clowns.
Yeah, and he made us even look more like clowns sitting there eating French fries. Yeah. Oh, you can get some fries.
Yeah.
If you go get there's a Krispy Kreme donut. Who the you think we are?
Yeah.
It's an insult on our intelligence.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's gonna go. He's got a black wife, or it appears.
She is a black wife, yes.
It appears.
Okay.
All right, and he's the most insignificant. I think he got paid, as a lot of them have, to promote that agenda. Now his retirement money is set.
But yeah, I just want you guys to see the dynamic, right? So we have on this show talked about how the NYPD disrespects the mayor, right? It was one time, I think a cop died and he was walking in the middle and they all turned their back on him. He was like, yeah, that's crazy, right? That's wild.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just from an optic standpoint, that's wild. And when things like Eric Garner and stuff come out, because they're reopening that, we look at the police and the NYPD a certain way, and when it comes to not fighting the mandate, we kind of rooting for them to not go along with this.
Yeah,
so,
it's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's
it's
a weird
sort of like
thing.
I hate the police until somebody break into my house.
Exactly.
Hey,
it's,
hello,
it's
police.
None of this is black and white. It's a lot of gray is happening.
It's a
right
lot
now.
of gray. Police, come.
Yeah, and that's what's happening with politics. So the same people who were your political opposition during Trump's run, now you find yourself agreeing with them. You know what I'm saying? When Tucker it's a strange world when Tucker Carlson is making the most sense out of anybody on TV.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
yes. But remember, that's just the way it works.
Yeah.
And those who understand that, they have no alliance to nobody.
Exactly.
They move.
You're supposed to vote. You're supposed to just kind of align with your interests.
That's it. So I may not like you personally, but you are representing an agenda that's going to get me closer to my goal. I'll give my vote to you. Black folk, no matter what, Democrat.
What's the motto? Vote blue no matter who?
Vote blue no matter who, and you're getting your ass whipped because of it.